not so simple, but it's simple at the same time. I'll explain. So this is what I found. I found an article. The article was talking about people like Barack Obama, Mark Zuckerberg, Richard Branson, Bill Gates, these high-level people who are successful in business and financially, but also successful in helping people in the world in certain areas, right? So what it talks about is these people's clothing choices. Something simple, right? It talks about their clothing choices. Barack Obama, you may not know, but I believe he only wears 2 suits, a gray one and a navy blue one. Other people, they wear the same jeans or simple t-shirts. They don't change very much. And it goes on to explain the reason. The reason is they have much bigger problems to worry about than what to wear. They have much bigger problems than we're dealing with on a daily basis. We're talking about the leader of the free world. Like, he doesn't have to worry about what socks to wear. That's a non-issue. Hey, I'm just gonna wear some socks as long as I don't look horrible, right? So essentially the idea I take back from that is, we look at problems in our life every day and there are these humongous issues. And sometimes we take things heavily out of proportion. And what it does not allow us to focus on the big things we have going on in our lives. For example, let's say you take a small problem, which is small, let's say in a relationship, and you have your husband in the house and he decides to leave the toilet seat up. And for 3 or 4 days you're fighting because he left the toilet seat up. Now in my mind, that's a guy's mind, go with the guy's mind, it's a small issue, right? Compared to fighting for 3 days. Now I get it, there's some of you guys may have talked about whatever it is, but sometimes we make these small problems not so small. And what I started looking at was other parts of life. That's just one area, but a lot of people in our world we live in right now, they take things heavily out of proportion because I think they just look for something to do. I find that small minds make small problems not so small. They take these, these pigeonholed minds of looking at one thing in a small scope and make it so exorbitant. Something as simple as like, I got a scuff on my shoe, or I just washed my car and it started raining, and they'll freak out. It'll ruin their day. Like, there was no coffee in the coffee maker this morning. And the problem I have with that is, like, there are bigger things in your life to deal with than that. And if that thing that's so small is affecting other parts of your life massively, you may have to take a refocus on what it is you see as problems and grow your mental clarity and base of seeing the bigger picture for your life. Now, this is what I want you to realize also is, I don't take anything away from your problems. Everyone's problems are relative to them. For me, what becomes really, really easy could be difficult for somebody else, and what could be difficult for me could be easy for somebody else. And that's just a matter of relative of what it is to you. So I take nothing from that. But in overall scope of things, some things really are not that important, but we put such heavy emphasis on it that it makes it a humongous problem for our lives. And now what happens is, small problem, our small mind made much bigger than it ever should have been. And then what happens, it affects the big problems we have in life. It affects the decision-making ability we have to focus on something that really affects our life. And that's where the problem lies. It's the roadblock to our success. And so what I'll say again is, don't let a small mind make a small problem not so small, because we all have grand visions and we'll never see them to fruition if we're focused on the wrong point of emphasis or the wrong problem in our life. You gotta have some clarity. You gotta clear space out of your brain. You're not holding these different things in your mind so you can have the focus ability to do whatever you have to do. I hope focus ability is a word. If it isn't, go with it. I made it up. Take it, Webster. All right, so again, Anthony Trucks, founder of Trust Your Hustle. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you soon. Oh, and remember, you can always trust your hustle to live an unexpected life.